Okay guys, so before we actually start this video, a little announcement. My Instagram has actually just been disabled. I don't know why, I just woke up and it was like that. So I am actually going to be posting on my Instagram, my backup Instagram, which I've had for like a few years now. That is there. And also my Twitter, which is in the link in the description. Both these links will be down there. And that is also up there. WillssFX on Twitter, Will Aldridge on Instagram. So just so you know, any WillssFX messaging you on Instagram that doesn't have the name WillssFX, 2 S's, FX, it's not me, and I do not have my account at the moment, so be careful for people pretending to be me. I will not DM you first, I will not follow you or anything like that, so just be careful who's messaging you right now. I don't want you to lose your money to scammers, because then that would be absolutely terrible. A little note before we start the video, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex channel. It's been a while, well technically it hasn't been a while, uploaded last week. We've been getting loads and loads of views on the channel, we're gaining lots of subscribers, and it's just lovely times. So yeah, we're going to keep uploading, keep the schedule going. I've got plenty of very lovely videos planned, so be sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss any videos on the channel. So what I'm going to go through today is all the trades I took last week, why I took them, proof I took them, because you know what people are like nowadays, you didn't actually take the trade, shut up. But yeah, I'm going to go through them and everything like that. So if we go onto the charts now, you can see now we're looking for gold to come down to this 1900 level, because as you see here, what do we have? You know, boom. So yeah, we wanted the price to come back to this level. Remove them, there we go. So last week, this was a very nice trade. If we go back on the replay now, so I can actually show you why I took it, and I will put a screenshot up on the screen here, just to show my MetaTrader that I did actually enter this trade, which you will obviously see soon as well. You'll see that soon on a video that's coming up. So yeah, what do we have? You know, all this consolidation here, what is that? It's just building up orders. So what is price going to do? It's going to come back to this area. So, you know, you could say, you know, this is an order block here. Yeah, worked into it. Nice. But what we're mainly looking at, obviously we've got this massive imbalance here. So what happened? Came up to 50%, dropped. Retail double bottom formed here. So a lot of retail traders, what they're doing? They're buying. They're buying here. Where's their stops? Just below this level. And where are they targeting? You know, they usually target the high. So they're targeting that, you know, 1 to 12. They're in profit here. But that's when we're selling. When they buy, we sell. So we're selling here. So if we just move this to the side a sec so we can see our trade. So what we saw was, you know, you tapped in this level. You know, we could have got an entry here. But that was around 6 a.m. And I don't usually trade at that sort of time. So then we had the wick. Also, you could say, you see this imbalance here. You could say this also got mitigated here by when we came up to, you know, sort of test this sort of area. Then that's when we got our entry. Then I think we came down into profit. And then, you see, this is where I'm talking about. Say if they even had their stop loss below this wick here, they would have been in profit, stopped out. And then price would go in a direction. So then what are they doing? Maybe they're entering another position here, because, you know, price is now in a retail support. So you see, if we just change this, let's just save this. If we do just change the color of this like blue so we can see that better on the video. There we go. So you see we have 1 tap, 2 taps, and what do retail get taught? 3 taps, and then we buy. So, you know, they're all buying here. If we just remove this, where's their stop loss? It's clear. So they're buying maybe here. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're buying here. Stops just below this wick here. You'd even get people buying here. You know, it seems stupid, but people buy these sort of areas. And then they'd obviously have their stops just below this level also. But what this is just where, you know, before New York opened, this is where this is going to happen. And then what happened? Where did price come up to? This imbalance area. So if you're not seeing this and you're looking at the market wrong, you're being taught by the wrong person, get the WillssFX course and you'll learn all of this in full detail. Yeah, if we play it along now, boom, boom, they would be absolutely annihilated. They'd have taken a loss here, they'd have taken a loss here. They would just be in tears right now. They'd be sat behind their little £10 laptop. They're demo guru traders, you know, they're selling you their demo profits. There's no demo on this account, I can tell you that. I've shown it many times. And then also what we see, retest this level sort of thing. Imbalance filled here as well, lovely. Could have got another entry. And then what happened? Absolutely annihilated. Take profit. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Yeah, it's taking its time, and then boom, absolutely annihilated. And you're probably thinking, no, stop them out here, came back up. Why did it do that? Well, what do we have? Liquidity in this area. So when we've got all this liquidity here, you see wicks. Then we drop. And what do we need? Why do we need to drop? You probably ask him. And the reason for this is, what do we have down here? We have all this imbalance area which needs to be filled. I was personally targeting this area because if you actually look across, this is actually where we broke out of this zone. So we're in, if I draw this here for you, so you had this zone here, this like this, and if we extend this across, extend right. If we do the same for this one as well, extend right, not left, there we go. And we wanted price to come into this zone, and a lot of people use 50%. So price came in 50% of this zone here, and then reversed. And also we did fill 50%. You see this imbalance candle here. If we go in a bit more, what can we see? So we have this candle here, came up to here. Some people count the imbalance from here, this gap here. Where do we come into? 50%. Let's see where that lines up with. 50%. Where, look at that perfection to where price tapped into, then reversed. So that's why we were personally targeting that level there. And we closed for around 4%, I'm pretty sure, yeah, just around 4% in the VIP group. So we're loving life, you know, everyone else is buying, we're selling, we're making profit, they're losing their accounts, they're blowing their accounts. And then obviously we had this big move up. So that was gold. I think we had a few more trades on gold, but I can't quite remember. So I'm quickly going to move on to Euro JPY. So what can we see on Euro JPY? I actually closed this a lot earlier than I should have. The trade is not still open, by the way. But yeah, if we actually look, where were we targeting and why did we enter? So what do we have here? So this was around, you know, 5-6 o'clock in the evening. We had this push up, and what did it create? Created this imbalance area. Let's do that color. So we have this imbalance here. What has to happen with this? It has to test the imbalance. So if we extend this across, you see this area has acted as an area where prices reverse from every single time. Retail, you know, they call it resistance, but resistance doesn't exist. If your mentor's telling you resistance, this is resistance, they have no clue in trading because it doesn't exist. So what do we have? We had our entry point here. We did have a tiny bit, a few pips of drawdown. We only had 10 pip stop, and we closed for around, I think like 3% or something like that. We closed around here. Yeah, around 3%, so it's not too bad. But price did actually tap into our zone, which is quite cool. But our entry was here on this wick into this imbalance here, the mini imbalance. We're in profit, lovely. Came back, where did it test? Tested that imbalance area again. And where did we come into again? Imbalance area, dropped. Where did it come back to? Imbalance area, 50%. So we filled the 50%, and then what happened? Came back, filled the full imbalance, pretty much, there's like less than a pip left to fill, but that doesn't matter. And then boom, this is what happened today. We've dropped. If you held this trade, you'd still be in profit. But, we closed out around this sort of area. I'll show you my entry here. So we made around $2,000 on this trade, which you'll see in a video soon. But yeah, we entered this on both my accounts as well, which is lovely, lovely times. And also in this trade, I'll tell you why I was targeting this area. So what we have, imbalance here, this whole area here, you could say that, but let's say this area, because we've kind of had a wick into it here. This was our target area. And where do we target? Where do we close? 50%. Pretty much, yeah, if we move that up a little bit, around there. 50% of that area. Lovely times. I can tell you where I exactly closed on MetaTrader. If I go on the account now, I closed at around 648. So I closed it, yeah, just below this level, 648. So there. And we did actually enter a tiny bit late as well, but obviously that doesn't really matter. Profit is profit at the end of the day. And we just closed out for a nice 1% on my account as well. But yeah, here, lovely entries, wick entries. You know, you could have got another entry here, you could have got another entry here, another entry here. Just tapping into this zone where we know price is going to reverse at this imbalance area. You know, say you got an entry here, you got an entry here, you got an entry here, you got an entry here. You're easily making 10-15% plus from one sort of imbalance area. And you know, these simple strategies you can use to benefit your trading, not learning from these retail traders that get a 1-to-1, 1 to 0.5 I've seen. It's just mental. Learn from the right people, put the time in, and you'll make it in trading. Simple as that. But yeah, if you did enjoy, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Goodbye.